Epstein Island? Nope. Believe the science? Nope. 15-minute cities? Nope. And CBDCs? Nope. Gates is good? Nope. And GMO food? Nope. Big Pharma wants help? Nope. And government's help? Nope. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a mini bear market. Hope everyone is having a wonderful, what is it, Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. I'm so out of being retired is, yeah. Hello, Luna Sea Point. Good evening to you. Hello, Mama. How you doing? I got to go in and I'm going to go into my live right now and give my mama, give her, what's it called? Ability to be a moderator. Yeah. Ramon's here. Let's give him a sledgehammer. Yes, he is. Ted's already here. He's got his. And so does Senor Corey. Crypto Compassion's here. Yes, Timothy Harris is here. You just never know who's going to be around. So I could use the help sometimes, especially when I get to talking and I'm not paying attention. Come on. I'm trying to add Tim, but the bottom comment's not allowing me to do it. It's okay, Tim. We'll get you another time. So tonight, I wanted to go a little bit into my other passion, and I'll contrast the two. But gold and silver is one of my biggest side hustles. I love it, man. I shouldn't say side hustle because it's just it's a hobby. It's something that I've cared about for a long time. I've made a lot of money in the gold and silver industry. This is how I found Bitcoin in the first place, was gold and silver. That's how I financed my life for the first 2 years in Panama. Actually, more than that, 3 years in Panama. And I'll go through that history real quick. So when I was in New York before, and I'm from Western New York, by the way, not New York City. I told you guys a story. I was working. Actually, let's go back a little bit further. I was in Tampa back 2008 during the housing crisis. I was working at a hospital, St. Joseph's, and right there on Martin Luther King Boulevard, riding my bike to work every day. But that whole time, every payday, I would buy silver coins, gold coins, big 10-ounce bullion bars, and all kinds of stuff. I was addicted. I was having so much fun. AppMex was my friend. I was just stacking silver and gold. This is before I knew about Bitcoin, okay? So I remember one time as a nurse, it was my night I knew I was going to be leading the if you guys know anything about psychiatry and how it works in a psych unit, if you ever been on one voluntarily or involuntarily, you know what I'm talking about. We have sessions right after dinner time where we do it before dinner time, and we would sit around and talk about things and subjects and whatever the people wanted to talk about. And I was the one who would always volunteer to go out with the patients and talk to them. I can't stand being in the nurses station, so I'd always be out with the patients. So one night I brought a bunch of silver with me, these big silver bars. And you would not believe how excited everybody was. Just passing around these silver bars, like, oh my God, is this real, Randy? I'm like, yeah. Like, you're rich, man. And these are just 10-ounce silver bars. They're $200 each at the time, or maybe a little bit less than that, maybe about 180, whatever. And I ended up moving back to New York, and didn't like my life there, and didn't sell my house, but rented my house out initially. My mom helped me with that, and then we sold that in 2014. But when I moved down to Panama in 2011, I was able to move here with only $3,000 of USD available to me by working for a metals company here in Panama, and I was doing sales. And although they sold all kinds of metals, the only thing I ever sold was gold and silver because that's what I knew. And I was part of a lot of Facebook groups and stuff that were gold and silver related. And I would just put posts in there. People would email me, and I would say, give them a quote, and they'd be like, okay, can I have this much, this much? Yeah, I would do $70,000 sales over the phone. Sorry, not over the phone, over email. I was the only person in the whole company that was doing it over the emails. And I was having a blast. So after about 3 months of that, the German guys who ran the company, scoundrels that they were, they were scoundrels. They asked me if I could do marketing and online sales for the company. And I said, yeah, sure. So they gave me a partnership. It was ended up being fake in the end, but and a nice salary. And it was able to give me the opportunity to live in Panama and have a nice apartment and all those kind of things for the next year. And I got to learn a lot about the precious metal industry. I was writing articles, having a good old time, doing videos. You can go back to my early videos here on YouTube. You're going to see me talking about indium, tellurium, tantalum, silver, gold, everything, right? And I was writing articles about comparing Bitcoin and silver. This is before I even known Bitcoin. So, I'm talking out of my ass. I'm just writing these articles, but along the way, I was learning. So my partner, Mike, and I, we went down the road, and we used to ride to work every day, and driving down the road, and he's like, hey, we should buy some Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was $7. Now I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it. And we never ended up following through with it. He wanted to buy $3,000 worth. We would be very wealthy today if we would have done that. Even if we sold at the initial top of $1,000, I think we would have done very well. But we didn't. It was a lost opportunity. So moving forward in 2014, by this time I was no longer working with the German guys. I was actually working with my friend Peter Spina, and you'll see his websites tonight, goldseek.com and silverseek.com. Excuse me. I was his social media guy. I would handle all of his posts and all that kind of stuff. So initially, my first 3 years in Panama were all gold and silver related, and had a great old time. Got to get my Bitcoin education. And then 2014, we sold the house in New York, and I bought my first Bitcoins. So that's how that all went down. And I've got to see both sides. And, I've got to meet people like Peter Schiff, who I think is a total dick. I know people like, Peter Schiff's amazing. No, the dick that you see in videos is also the guy in real life. So I met him twice in Vegas, and I don't like the guy. And Peter, if you see this, I doubt you're going to see it, but yeah, I think you know that you're not well liked. But the precious metal industries, it gave me a lot of training for crypto, because there's something called penny stocks, and penny stocks out of Vancouver are very similar to our altcoins, right? They're not gold and silver, but they're penny stocks that can go up 50, 60x in a couple months. If a company is mining out there and they find a bunch of gold in the ground and they make the announcements, all of a sudden everybody wants to invest in them, and their coins or their penny stocks go through the roof. So that's why I think when crypto really got started, a lot of companies got into crypto that came out of Vancouver, which is the center for mining of gold and silver. So that's just an interesting tidbit about it. So I want to let's go into the comments before I get into talking about the metals and why I love them so much. Corey coming in from Puerto Rico. Ramon, hello. Thank you, Ramon. Hey, Ted, Crypto Compassion. Timothy, Crypto King, what's up, Chief? Gold and silver builder is great. Yes, it is. Glad I still have my gold and silver stack and adding. Yeah, Crypto King, I imagine you're a long time, uh, I'd say anarcho-capitalist like myself. So I imagine you do have your precious metals. Serena, good to see you. Randy Wonka and his chocolate factory. I just watched it the other night, the original. I watched it with my son. He just can't understand the Oompa Loompas. He just can't get it, wrap his head around it. Oh, good. Hello, believe in yourself. Hello, watermelon. During the AA days, I sold some gold to get money to buy ETH to put into the AA. One day I'll buy back that gold. Yeah, exactly. Smash the likes. Hey, Tin Top. Is Power City making you money? No, I don't invest in Power City. I have just some, I think, of the Watt tokens. That's all I have. I would have never invested in gold and silver if not for your encouragement. Yeah, my mom got into gold and silver. Well, I think it was 2006, 2005, and it was a good time. So you keep your gold with those websites with the vault, like Mike Maloney, his website's gold and silver. No, this is how I keep my gold and silver. We're gonna go into it in a minute. Hello, Chad. With Mint Builder, you can have the assets sent to you, and they also have free bulk storage with the program for Nope. Yes, they do. 15 years ago, I was obsessed with gold, silver, gold stocks, newsletters, and podcasts. I merely switched obsessions to crypto. Exactly. Exactly, Hex Monkey. Exactly. Black Label Expat, what's going on, man? How's Melee treating you? That's the most spider. Yes, of course she's still here. Serena she's not going anywhere. Yeah. So, okay, let's go into it. So I like taking custody of my metals. Other people don't, there's a lot of cryptos out there, and I was actually talking about one last year that are backed by gold and silver. It's just, deep down inside, I just can't do it. I want to hold my gold and silver. So therefore, I like physical bullion. So this is a 1 ounce silver coin. This comes from my early days in crypto from steemit.com. Someone gave this to me. It's a 1 ouncer. This is worth probably, well, if I sold it online, I could probably get like $50 for it. But physical bullion, it's worth $26, $27. This. Here's a Bitcoin Cash one that I received from the Bitcoin Cash team at Anarchapulco. This was Roger Bear's coin, Bitcoin Cash, the first major fork of Bitcoin back in 2017. I was given this. It says Bitcoin Cash fork was August 1st of 2017. So very cool. I loved Bitcoin Cash fork. That was my best trading day ever. I made a crap ton of money trading Bitcoin Cash because I got a bunch for free because I had Bitcoin. So I just went back and forth with it. Here's a hex.com/pulsechain.com. These were made by Robert Magruder. Sorry. I just called him Robert Magruder. Sorry. Magruder. I just call him by his last name because now I messed up. I can't remember his first name. So he made that for me. He gave the coins and my hats. They all come from Senor Magruder. He's such an ass. Brian, there we go. And here is a 1 ounce. Get it up there. These are 1 ounce Chinese pandas. Or sorry, 1/10 ounce Chinese pandas. These are probably my favorite. I love the art on the Chinese pandas. Can't really see it because the plastic isn't allowing it to be seen very well. But these are worth about $300 each. These are really nice. If you just look at the ounce value, they're only worth about $210, $220. But these ones actually have numismatic value, meaning that they have collectible value as well. So people really like the Chinese pandas. I do too. They're just really hard to get. I remember back in 2008, before silver really started taking off, my family, we bought a whole bunch of 2008 silver Chinese pandas. And to this day, they're worth a whole bunch numismatically. I think we got them for like $18 each, but they're probably worth closer to $80 or $90 each right now. because they have collectible value as well. So I find that to be quite an extra side benefit of gold and silver. People are like, oh, but my coins are, it's silver and gold. It's only worth this much because it's the bullion value. You're right. But a lot of coins have numismatic value, meaning they have a collectible value to them as well. So I like to buy the ones that have the possibility of going up in value because they have numismatic value. Gives you a little bit of extra. Hex Monkey says, take custody of your gold and keep custody of your crypto keys. That is right, sir. Absolutely. Serena says, I'm here for 15 years. Yes, she is, as well as me and everybody else. Even my e-hex. Lights out. What's going on? Dot says, was it your friend who made that God candle on Axis today? No, he may have, but he didn't message me to say he did. So maybe it was somebody else. But he was the one that made the big one initially. But everyone dumped on his head, so he was pretty pissed about it. he was pissed. Brian, yeah, Brian Magruder. Brian, I'm sorry, man. Oh, good. Memories of coin collecting. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've had coins my whole life. Yeah, my mom says I love Chinese panda. I love the Chinese pandas and have many. And what they do with the Chinese pandas every year, it's a new design. So that's why they have value numismatically. It's like artwork, and I think they do a great job of it. So I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to talk about what's going on with gold and silver. Let's go silver first. This is from my friend Peter's website, this silverseek.com. This is the silver price over the last 5 years. Silver has not done well. Silver is an industrial metal, but we'll go into why I think it could be one of the best buys right now. Pull your head out of your ass and think about something other than crypto, because you can do it, guys. You got to take your crypto. You got to have assets and other things. Spread it around a little bit. Some guys like Corey Geary, he's in real estate. Some folks like me, precious metals are my secondary. So here's silver. Right now, we are sitting at about $25 an ounce, and it went up to as high as, let's just say, 29. And that was back in 2021. Looks like 19 March 2021. Well, if we go to the 24-hour silver chart, we're at 24.92. So silver is an industrial metal. Thing is, when this thing moves, it moves fast. In 2011, I can't even go back to 2011 on this chart, but in 2011, silver went to $42 an ounce. It was nuts. And what's crazy is, just like in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, everyone was buying the top. Our office, my email was just lit up. People were trying to buy 100 grand worth, 150 grand worth of silver. And at that point, we didn't have anything besides industrial silver, which is the little pellets. And, I would sell people, 100 kilograms of the pellets at a time. And it was flying off the shelves. And we just didn't have enough of it because everybody wanted silver because it was flying. But it went to 42. Then a year later, it was back down to 26. And then it went down to 18 and 16. It's just like crypto market. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. So let's see the 5-year gold. This is the 5-year gold chart from goldseek.com. Right today, it's $2,158. And you can see that we are up and to the right for gold for the last 5 years. And it's actually a lot longer than that. We can go back, 100 years, and we are up and to the right. Why? Inflation. The government is destroying our value of the US dollar, the British pound, the EU's euro, Japan's yen. They're all doing it. Everybody. Brazil real, they're all getting destroyed. Fiat currencies are going to die. They are dying. And that's why you see gold doing this. 2181. It's just going bonkers. And right now we have, if you look on the chart for gold, you can pull it up. Let's look at the 24-hour. We are forming, I can't see it here. Let's go 3 months. We are forming a bull flag. So you put the arrow down and put this over here. We're forming a nice bull flag for gold. I think it's going to be a very, very good year for gold. Yes, yes, yes. They're going to be turning the inflation spigots back on pretty soon. So I recommend everyone pay attention. All right. Now, Randy, why do you think I should buy silver right now? Now, I'm talking to people that live in countries where it's easy to sell silver. For me, in Panama, if I'm going to buy something, I'm buying gold because gold is very liquid. Silver's illiquid for me. It's easy to, meaning it's easy for me to offload gold, not easy to offload silver. I experienced this during the pandemic. It was very difficult for us to offload our silver. I had to actually call my friend Mike, my former partner. He runs the vault down here in Panama now, and he took all my silver. Thankfully, because I'm not allowed. Mexico is one of those countries you're not allowed to fly into Mexico with gold and silver. No. They have some really protective laws. They are the biggest miner of silver in the world, so they like to protect. They want you to buy your silver and gold while you're in the country. All right, so what is the silver-gold ratio? Silver in the ground, for every 10 ounces of silver, there's 1 ounce of gold. All right. So currently, the price is not reflecting the true natural order of things. So currently, we're at 86.6 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of gold, which makes no sense whatsoever. Why is it so out of whack? It's out of whack because silver is an industrial metal, and companies like JP Morgan are purposely keeping the price of silver down. And they've been doing it for many years. And the whole silver world and gold world and the miners, they all hate it. They all bitch about it. They complain about it all the time. But until the paper markets collapse, it's going to be how it's going to be. I think it went down to the lowest I've seen it was like 17-1. So right now we're at 86-1. It could drop down to 17-1. So that means, in this bull run of gold, if we hit 3,000, we might see $200-$300 silver. So you might be able to do really well with that. And I tell people, if silver does have another run, it gets back to 17-1, offload your silver at that point. That's the time to sell it. 20-1, 15-1, 10-1. Sell your silver and hold on to the sidelines for a little while. Let it go back to 50-1 before you start buying it back. You trade the ratios just like we trade Pulse X, and all these other cryptos. So that's the silver gold ratio. 10-1 is the natural order. That's for every 10 ounces of silver in the ground, there's 1 ounce of gold. But right now the price is 86.6 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of gold, which is absolutely crazy. Makes no sense whatsoever. But everything Wall Street does is asinine, as we already know. All right. So let's look at Bitcoin versus gold. Let's talk about this for real quick. Bitcoin versus gold over the 14 and a half years of Bitcoin's existence. So if you bought $1 worth of gold back here in 2009, your $1 right now would be worth $1.93. So you would have doubled your money approximately. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but people who are trying to protect their wealth, this is where it's at, right? Gold is a true store of value or a store of wealth. Bitcoin is a speculative asset. Nothing against Bitcoin, nothing against crypto. Obviously, I'm a big crypto guy. 95% of all the money that I have is in crypto. And people think, "Oh my God, Randy, you're crazy." I know, I'm nuts. But that's just how I trade. That's how I do business. So if you bought $1 of Bitcoin back here, right now, your $1 will be worth $38,488 or something like that. Oh no, my fault. 38 million. Isn't that nuts? Oh God. I like that can't be right. That's got to be, yeah, it's million. Oh my God. So here's the ratio. If you bought your gold back here right now, your for each ounce of gold that you owned, you would have 0.07 Bitcoin. And I remember when gold passed or when Bitcoin passed silver here, I was friends with a bunch of other precious metal guys, and about 70% like, oh, this isn't going to last. Bitcoin's going nowhere. It's not going to pass gold. And I'm like, yeah, well, it will. So it hit here, came back a little bit, hit again, and then took off. And it's been to the moon ever since. Doing very well. So that's the Bitcoin versus gold over 14 and a half years. Let's go back to see what you guys are saying. I'll just went and looked at Access. I'll have to check that out. Longest hair I've seen with you with Chuckle. Yeah, I started. My wife likes the long hair, so I just rolled with it. When the shit hits the fan, it's worth that someone will give it for it. Yeah, exactly. What traditionally happens when the shit hits the fan, though, is that you might be able to buy houses for a half ounce of gold or a couple grams of gold. Who knows? Who knows what people want, right? And the deals that you can make. Like I just recently bought this condo penthouse with a balloon, meaning instead of the seller just taking all the payment at once or me going and getting the mortgage, they agreed to wait 2 years. Because the markets are desperate. People just want somebody to buy their house, even if it is just a promise for 2 years, right? And that's how I got the house. So it's the same thing here. Who knows what this little tiny piece of gold will be able to buy in a shit hits the fan situation? We just don't know. Maybe it'll buy you a sandwich. Maybe it'll buy you a large chunk of property. Where can I sell silver and gold right away? I've always used AppMax. So what you do with AppMax, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it with Mint Builder and these other platforms as well. You just mail them your money, and they send you a wire transfer to your bank account, or you can go down to a pawn shop and they'll buy it from you. Like what I did was I called my friend Mike, who owns the vault here, or not owns it, but runs the vault. I said, Mike, I've got this much silver. I said, do you want it? And he knows it's legit. He knows it's me. He's like, yes, I'll pay you this much for it. And he gave me just under spot because he knew that he was going to be able to turn around and sell it for 20% more right away. If you're in the States, there are so many, we buy gold shops. Yep. Well, some of the shops like AppMax, SD Bullion, Jam Bullion will buy it from you. Yes, they will. I think SD Bullion also will let you buy with crypto, if I remember correctly. Hello, Harvey. Which is what those same entities will do with Bitcoin, ETH, ETFs. They manipulate the price via paper contracts. You, sir, are 100% correct. So those of us who come from the gold and silver world know what these ETFs are going to do. They're going to just destroy the price going forward. Not right away, but 10, 20 years, ETH and Bitcoin will no longer be the rocket ships that they used to be. That happens, I'm selling some of your silver inheritance. No, I'm cool with it. I want my mom to have the best retirement she could possibly have. Hello, fire starter. I didn't mean to hide that comment. You didn't. My mom is learning how to use the wrench. Very good, Mom. All right, so let's talk about how you guys can do well with this. So Kinetics came to me. You guys know Kinetics, good friend in our space. He came to me about 6-7 months ago and asked me to join him with Mint Builder. Mint Builder is it's a marketing platform where you can buy and sell gold and build a team around it. Yeah, it's like network marketing, but it's like network marketing light. I actually put the platform in my mom's name, and that's where I order all my gold and silver now, because they match prices from anywhere. They're very fair, and it's just nice to have. So my no permissions community, a bunch of them have signed up, and they're all using Mint Builder now. So let's look at Mint Builder real quick. So you can go back to here, add to stage. Share this tab instead. Actually, I have a video I can show you. I put it on here so you guys can watch it. Just watch this quick video, and then I'll show you the platform itself.
You may be asking yourself, so why is buying precious metals a great habit to start? By purchasing precious metals, you are converting printed paper currency into a limited, tangible asset. As we are sure you have noticed over the years, the prices of groceries, gas, lumber, and most of the things we buy have gone up exponentially. This is a sign our currency is weakening and losing its value to buy the things we need. Many experts believe that over the last 100 years, the US dollar has lost 97% of its buying power. That means today the dollar is worth less than 3 cents. Let's use a real-life example. During the Great Depression era, 47 ounces of silver was worth about $20 and could buy a nice men's suit. As of this recording, 47 ounces of silver is worth $1,400 and can still buy a nice men's suit, and shoes, and even a nice dress shirt. On the other hand, if someone had saved $20 of paper currency instead of 47 ounces of silver, they would barely have enough to buy a necktie today. Precious metals have maintained their value for thousands of years, making them one of the oldest forms of wealth still available today. At Mint Builder, we believe the secret to successfully amassing a good amount of tangible wealth is being able to buy your precious metal assets at the lowest price. Whether you are purchasing bullion or rare collectible coins, Mint Builder offers our members the lowest prices in the marketplace. This ensures you will build more wealth with less conversion of paper currency. Are you ready to start building your own legacy? Click the Get Started button below and choose the membership that best suits you.
All right, so that's just the quick video that they have on their website. I downloaded to show you guys. That's here. So you can sign up. I think it's like $25 to become a member, and you get the discounted prices. And then they have another like a premium membership. That's what I have. I highly recommend it. Just sign up and get it. You know, you get to negotiate your prices if you find something cheaper. It says save 50% on all precious metals premiums, 50% off all your wholesale membership forever. Save indefinitely by locking in before the promo ends. So let's look at this one. Here's the product page. You got your best-selling items, you got your bullion, your collectibles. This is your numismatics. These are going to be more expensive. And then you go look through the coins and the gold bars. A 3-ounce Cook Island silver burst, it'll cost you $276. That's very artistic, so that's going to have numismatic value. Or you can get 5 silver pieces from different countries. You get, you know, Chinese pandas, U.S. Silver, Canadian maple leafs, Krugerrands from South Africa, Philharmonics from Austria. You can get, you know, foil gold, Australian kangaroos. You see a 1 ounce Australian kangaroo will cost you $28.82. These are the ones I like, the pandas. You can get the panda, this is a 30-gram silver panda or 10 yen coin. They're going to cost you $30. The Austrian, the American, Velcombis, these are cool. You can get a whole sheet of Velcombis. They break off, so you can use them as money when things get really bad. So those are all the different types of stuff you can buy. I actually put one in my cart tonight. Let's see if I can see it here. Oops. Shit. No, I can't. I got to be careful what I show you guys. I put a Philharmonic gold in my my cart, and I was going to show you that, but if I do that, then... All right. So a Willie Belong executioner. I sold my 24 karat gold teeth sack for pulse chain. Been eating chicken soup for 3 years now, waiting for that pump. Nice. Believe in yourself. Hey, Chad. All right. So if you guys decide that you want to join, go ahead and sign up. And what I'll do is after your second month, I know who you are, right? Because you'll be in my team. But after the second month, I will happily send you guys 50,000 NOPE tokens as a thank you for being part of the community. So that's my presentation for tonight. I really think gold and silver is a place to be. So get into it. Join me. If you're not part of the No Permissions community, make sure you do that too, and we'll help you out, help you grow this thing. As you guys know, my team knows that we use their referral codes often. So the referral code is down below in the chat box, and you could join us. And I'll be talking a lot more about gold and silver in the future. Like I said, Kinetics, he's the one that got me into this. I appreciate all of you guys, and I hope to see you tomorrow night on Gambling Night. Cheers.